Well, it's dusk, as you can see, and it's a real treat to come up to the top of the rock, which is one of New York's, one of the best, I think, one of the best observation decks in the city, largely because you get to see all of the skyline before you, really. You go up the Empire State Building, you can't actually see it. So I think it's got one of the most fabulous views of the city up on this building. I think it's really great just to come here and have a look at the city from above. But actually, if you think about it, we are really thinking about vertical geographies here. I know that some of you would have thought about that in some of the second year modules that you've been doing. But if you look around and if you sort of pan the camera around, you really get a sense of the city from up here. And what vertical geographies really try to argue is that there's a sense that you can go up and down as well as across. Too much of geography is concerned with horizontal. Vertical geographies is simply really getting us to think about the up and the down, what's below the street as well as what's above it. Clearly there's lots of power dynamics here. You can pay through the nose for some of those views. If you look behind you, if you scan the camera behind you, you'll see some of the newest thin skyscrapers in the city. There's a very interesting planning story about that. There was a change of law which meant that you could construct very large buildings on very small plots of land, and so you get these very, very thin skyscrapers which you can see around you. And the penthouse of some of these goes with multi-million, tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. And if you look at the One Park Street, which is the big cuboid looking one behind you, you can see at every 20 floors there's gaps for the wind to go through to stop it from swaying too much. So really we're up high, and I think it has a real sense of power here, because being up high signifies power, it signifies wealth. Being above the city, lifted out of the city's grasp, out of the city's the hustle and the bustle and the craziness of the street below, and you pay a lot for that, and hence there's a real power dynamic within the thinking about vertical geographies. So have a look around, pan the camera around, look at some of the other camera spots which you can find if you drag the street view icon at the bottom and look around. You get some amazing views of the city, and enjoy it.